On turn 1, if you got it in your hand, it costs 0 coin, turn face down to draw a card. So you get a resource. It's got a pretty good gem draw, too.
Yeah, it does.
With the 3, plus it has the double. It's got the yellow and the blue on the draw.
But let's talk about the story, Mark. This is Crack Shot. Her name is Jessica. That's Jessica, well, it was Jessica, in her civilian garb, and that's her ride. She has a T-Rex ride.
That's right. Okay. And last one we'll take a look at real quick here.
That's
this is Lightning Call.
Yeah, this is great. This is the kind of card that I design when I'm playing the game, and I said, man, I wish I had a card that did this. So then I just write that down and it becomes a card later.
That's why you should become a card developer, kids, because if you want a card, you can just make it.
That's right.
As simple as that.
I wish I could do it instantly. Like when I'm in the middle of a tournament, I could just make a card and then play it then, but it doesn't work that way.
That's right.
Anyway, this is a trick that readies your attacking creature, which is awesome. It's especially awesome if your creature wins and then he could maybe hunt. Yeah. So we're going to give you +2 attack as well.
All right. Let's come back to us real quick. Let's do another trivia question. What do you think? Easy, hard? That last one, they did that pretty quick.
They did do it pretty quick.
All right. What do you got there, Chuck? Why don't you give us a question?
Oh, who is Sam Pot's cousin?
Okay.
How about that one?
All right. You ready on that? Who is Sam Pot's cousin? If you know it, we've got, I should show them the prize. Another one. How's that one smell?
Even better.
Can't believe you did it. All right. Let's look at a couple more cards that we like here. The next one, this is another green card. This is kind of a theme with me. I kind of liked the green nature cards in set 4 here. This is Old Creaky. I also call this one Chuck.
Yeah, thanks.
Old Creaky is... He's a 6'7". He's a great flip.
He has great stats for an old guy, doesn't he?
He really does. Yeah. He allows you to spend 2, take a card from your discard pile, and put it on top of your deck. By the way, here's a question. This isn't a trivia question, but Chuck and I were having a discussion about this. How many of you actually know you can click on your discard pile and see it before taking an action like this?
It's true.
It's very helpful to know, because I've had situations where I played Old Creaky and I didn't click. It's like, oh, there's nothing in my discard pile. That's not much fun. He also has a power-up here where he can ready all his ready allies hunt without zapping.
All those green cards and they're hunting. Oh my goodness.
He's a really great utility card. He's got great stats and he's got
and he's a plant.
And he's a plant and he's a tree soldier too. Yes. All right, Chuck. Next one. This is one of your favorites. I hate this card.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
I don't like this one.
Let's just look at the attack number on this card.
Yeah.
It's a 9.
Jeez.
I'm going to say that again. It's a 9. We've never done that before.
No.
Now, he has a drawback. He doesn't score any cards when he hunts. But, you know, he's a 9. And his power-up is pretty good. You can take a Thug-a-Wug from your discard pile and play it in an empty space for free. By the way, it says any Thug-a-Wug.
Yeah.
For free.
Yeah. And there's a lot of Thug-a-Wugs in the game. So.
Yeah, there's a lot more in the set, too.
In fact, you will, as you're playing the Heroes quest line, you will run into him and a handful of other Thug-a-Wugs in one of the later decks.
Yes.
It's Bud Grimeyfoot.
Yeah, Bud, right.
Who likes to play a lot of those. All right, the next one. This is one of my favorite images from the set and one of my favorite cards. We talked about cards that allowed you to count things in the game. This is the Evil Postman. Now, of course, no deference to the fine folks that serve at the U.S. Postal Service. We love them, but every once in a while, in free roams, you get one of those evil ones that opens your mail. This guy, he's a 4/1. Are you laughing over there? You okay? You're all right. She's having a fit. Mm-hmm. He's a 4/1, but let's look at his text. I get +1 defense for each card in your hand. So he comes out on third turn. You could have up to 7, 8 cards in your hand.
Yep.
He all of a sudden becomes an amazing blocker, which, of course, Order is good for.
We have to make discard cards now.
Yes.
It takes cards out of your hand.
Yes, to get rid of that.
Yeah.
And then, of course, he also has the anti-stun text that we like to get in for this anyway. So.
Yummy.
All right, one more of our favorites here. What do we got, Chuck? Oh, this is your favorite.
Serdo, the King of Squirrels. It's just a wonderful piece of artwork. It has Serdo with squirrels on his arms. He gets bonuses for animal allies. I think some of you have asked about the Duelist on Command game text that was available a long time ago and is no longer available. Well, some of that game text is showing up now. I believe this game text is from one of those Duelist on Demand guys. So those of you that got here a little later, didn't get to here with the first set, you'll be able to have access to some of this game text that you've seen on promos. So.
All right, sounds good. Did we get a winner on our last trivia question? Did we? I didn't see the thumb.
Who is Sam Pot's cousin?
Who is Sam Pot's cousin?
No.
Wow.
No.
Maybe you should look at the article that was posted a couple of days ago. That might give you a clue.
Yeah.
Actually, and maybe that might give you a clue. Maybe there's a clue somewhere in that article. All right, let's talk about some loot. Of course, that's what people love to get when they open card packs is some of the cool loot. And everyone's asking us, what are the virtual rewards that you can get in Free Roam's trading card game set number 4, Heroes? So, We did a spoil over a couple weeks ago where somebody from community snuck into my office and took some pictures of some art on my desk, some neat characters and stuff. And everybody said, wow, those suits are really, really cool. Those suits, these are the superhero suits, which are based on the sci-fi suits, which you can get in free realms in the mystery chest. Those are going to be available in the virtual rewards in this set. Let's take a look at how some of those look on our characters right now. This is the Ghost Shadow costume. Ghost Shadow is the leader of the Realm Keepers, and you see it's a slight variation on the super suit, or the sci-fi suit, but it also has the really cool hood.
Yes, and note that it's being worn by a female character here. All these suits can be worn by male or female.
Right. Next one, this is the crack shot suit with a quiver on the back.
The nature archer, yep.
And you'll notice the Realm Keeper logo on the chest there. And then, this is, I think this next one is probably the coolest one. This is Mage Tech. Tell us about Mage Tech. You kind of cooked this guy up.
Mage Tech is the machine character. Nathan is a bit of a tinkerer, and he made himself some steampunk gauntlets that he's got. He's got little goggles and stuff. And again, the art guys, both the people that did the artwork for the card and the guys that did the art for the MMO, just knocked it out, and it looks terrific.
Yeah, terrific. And then for the next one here, this is actually this is a twofer on the virtual rewards. This is Wildclaw. When we concepted the heroes, we went to the team. We said, "Boy, we'd really, really like to have a werewolf character. Can we do that? Can we do that?" And they're like, "Sure, we can do that."
Yep.
So this is Wildclaw, and this is his suit. He of course is from the Chaos, which would make sense since he's a werewolf.
Yes.
And standing next to him though is another one of the cool pieces of loot.
It's a Gloam clone.
This is the Gloam clone pet.
It's a pet?
Yes.
Follows you around?
Follows you around, and it's creepy.
I'm sure you can take it over and Shrouded Glade. Everybody will attack it, which will be fun.
Sure
it won't do anything.
Right. Yeah. Right. So the next up, everyone's asking, well, what's the mount? What's the ride in this set? And we've got a very cool one, and this is Ghost Shadow's ride.
Yes. Ghost Shadow. There's a card for this in the game. His ride is named Drake, and he's a ghostly dragon mount, and you'll be able to get that for use as a virtual reward.
That's right. And then, so the next one we're going to talk about, we're going to show you what the actual, the virtual reward card looks like. This is obtainable in tournaments. This is the Epic Dark Cheat Trophy. Now, where do you get this in the tournament play in the event lobbies?
You'll get this when you win one of our open tournaments. You get the Epic Dark Cheat Trophy. There's actually 4 levels of Dark Cheat Trophies that you can put into your house, and they look very cool, and they're very big.
Yeah,
very
I
tall
think this one sparkles, though.
Yeah, the top level one sparkles and rotates.
Right.
Yeah.
And then the last thing I want to show you on virtual rewards, this is something that is up and coming. We will be offering these as promos for various cool activities. These are the posters to hang in your house of our heroes from Set 4 Heroes. This is Crackshot, and then up next representing, of course, the leader of the team is Ghost Shadow. He's kind of a different aspect ratio.
Yeah.
And then Mage Tech is next up. He's our tinkerer type guy. And then for you Chaos fans out there, we've got Wildclaw. That is the next poster. So watch out for those guys, because those will be coming very, very soon here. All right, so we've talked about that. Let's hit some questions real quick. We've got just about a minute and a half left. These are the questions that were asked on the forums. First question talked about power levels, and there was some concern that the cards that we've shown already looked a little overpowered. And the question was, how do we test to see if a card's overpowered? How do we prevent that from happening?
We have spreadsheets and we have calculations, and that helps a lot in game design, but nothing is better than playing. I mean, we find out about power levels and efficiency of cards simply by playing with them, just like you guys do. And when we play with a card and it sticks in our hand because we're not playing it, it's not good enough, we make it better, and the reverse is also true. So that's how we find out.
Okay. Another question that we had was on some of the bugs that we'd had in the game. The chat stuff was all fixed up, and the stacker problem that had been kind of plaguing us for a little bit, that's been fixed as well.
Right. So, the problem with a stacker creature being stunned and you couldn't hunt through it because the rest of the cards were blocking you. Anyway, it's all fixed.
It's all taken care of.
That bug's been fixed.
But of course, if you guys ever do see a bug, please let us know on the forums, and we'll hop on that just as soon as we can.
Yeah.
Last question I have here. Somebody said, why so soon on Set 4? Dark Cheat came out 8 months ago. Was this too soon to release a set? I don't think so, really.
No, we tried to, I don't know what schedule we're looking for, but 8 months sounds long to me. So we'll try and keep them coming out more often than that, I think.
That's right. All right, that's all for us today, folks. The events are running now. The new prizes are in. Heroes is available. We'll see you next time.
Thanks.